Which pillow is the best pillow? Are you someone that wakes up every night and you're stiff and you're sore and you can't get comfortable? Or maybe you wake up in the morning, you can't turn your head because your neck is so stiff and you're worried that your pillow's the cause? Or maybe you're somebody that spends hundreds of dollars on pillows every year and you just can't seem to find anything that really makes a difference. If so, this video is for you. Hi, I'm Dr. Ian Putney from Wellington Family Chiropractic, and today we're talking about pillows. So I get asked questions about pillows every single day in the office, especially from my patients that have upper back or neck pain, because a lot of times they think maybe their pillow might be contributing to their stiffness and the achiness that they come in to see me for. And so what I'm going to do today is really break down what you should be looking for whenever you're purchasing a pillow or trying to figure out which pillow is best for you. I really just have 3 recommendations. I like to keep this as simple as possible. My first recommendation is not to go out and spend a ton of money on a pillow right off the bat. You can do that after you kind of figure some things out from a pillow size perspective, but don't go out and just assume because a pillow costs $150 it's going to be perfect for you. It may not be. Which brings me to the second tip. So start cheap. The second tip, probably the most important tip I can give you, is to make sure your pillow is the right height for you. And what that means is when you lay on your back or your side, your head is in a neutral position. So in other words, if I'm on my back, my head is not jammed forward to where my ear is way in front of my shoulder. Or if I'm laying on my side, it's not so big that my left ear is just cranked into my left shoulder. So I always tell people nose to sternum for side sleepers, ears to shoulder if you're sleeping on your back. If you're a stomach sleeper and that doesn't cause neck pain, but you're worried about your pillow, well, just make sure you're not, so extended or your pillow's not so big. So when it comes to height, you just need something simple. So to prove what I'm talking about here, and it doesn't have to be expensive, this is the pillow I use every night. It's old. It's an old down pillow, but it's relatively flat and worn in, and I can kind of move things around to where I need them. But if you look, as I'm laying here, and I get it about how I have it, my ear pretty much lines up with my shoulder. So I'm good and neutral here. I can move the down to kind of support the space between my head and my shoulders, and I'm completely neutral. So my head's not cranked up like this. People that watch TV in bed or look at their phones and their head's all cranked up, and then they're like, I don't know what I did, but my neck's really tight. Well, that's what you did. You cranked your head up there for hours, and now it's tight and sore. So get a pillow that's small enough for you. Everybody needs a different height based on their overall build, but you just don't want it cranking your head forward. You want it to be relatively neutral for ear and shoulder. It's simple. So again, you don't have to spend a lot of money. The most important thing is to make sure it's the right height. Once you figure that out, and then you go out and you look at some of those expensive pillows, you'll be able to look at them and be like, that one won't work for me. That one's expensive, but it's also the right height. That might be perfect. Those memory foams, the purple pillows, those are great pillows, but again, they have to fit you. My third recommendation is that you can forego buying some of those cervical support pillows and make your own. So when I hurt my neck, it happens every now and then because it's common, I will create my own cervical support. So in other words, I just take a hand towel, and when I say cervical, I'm talking cervical spine. I'll just support that area. So sometimes I'll forego the pillow totally. So I'll just put this between the space at the base of my head and the top of my neck. And so I'm laying relatively flat, but that's pushing up on my neck and just supporting it. And you would be shocked at how comfortable this can be. I actually keep my hand towel handy at night just so I can lay on that if my neck is stiff after work. A lot of times I'll fall asleep on it. I don't always stay on it, but I don't, honestly, I'm a chiropractor. I don't have some crazy expensive cervical support at home. I just have a rolled up hand towel, and it works great. The other thing you can do is just slide that in your pillowcase, and then flatten your pillow out, and then now you just have that support built into your pillow. You don't have to spend a ton of money on your pillow. You just have to make sure it's the right height, it's keeping you neutral, and not keeping you up at night. So hopefully those 3 tips help you out. Just keep it simple, don't spend a ton of money until you know exactly what you need. Start simple, keep it that way, stay neutral at night when you're sleeping, and I hope it helps. I'll talk to you soon.